flex fast, we fall over the border. But for sure, I need over a quarter. I'm just having this shit like a hoarder. Don't you know, let's get shit back in order. Niggas acting like they some performers. With that cap, don't get put in the corner. Running million, I'll get that warmer.
What's good, gang? Welcome to Cause and Culture. Got your host here, Mr. KLS Kuhleslevu. And today, we are doing G87 M2 and M240i. Let's go. So behind me, we've got a one-of-one special edition G87 M2 competition. Let's start at the front of the car. Compared to the old M2, they've switched up the grille. Bigger kidney grille over here. You've got a lot of air vents for air intake, you know, better airflow, helps the car move faster. You've got the M black badges, as with all M competition cars. The adaptive LED lights come as standard. Let's go to the side of the car. On this particular model, you've got the red brake calipers, as you can see over here, but they also come in blue. In front, you've got standard 19-inch alloy wheels. At the back, you know, because it's got a fat ass, comes in the 20s. What they've done with this car is slight window tints. It also has side skirting on the side. Carbon fiber, as always, gotta keep it in. When you look at the top of the car and the side mirrors, carbon fiber all day, that's the theme of the car, as with all M cars, right? The previous generation M2 competition, F87, actually didn't come with a carbon fiber roof, but the mirrors were carbon fiber, so they decided to spoil this baby M a little bit more. Let's come around to the back of the car, look at the fat ass. So, we're in the wild animal apex predator's natural environment, in the wild, in the jungle, right? Now we've creeped up on this wild animal, right? And as you can see here, this one doesn't come stock standard with the rear diffuser, but my friend over here decided to make it look a little bit more aggressive. We love the look. Obviously it came with the black badges, as do all M competition cars. He's added a spoiler to make it look more mean, just like with the rear diffuser. So he's gone and gotten the full aero kits, carbon fiber side skirts, carbon fiber front lip, carbon fiber spoiler, carbon fiber rear diffuser. So if you want a sports car with practicality, I'm gonna take a jab at the Porsche boys. Get yourself an M car. 390 liters of boot space, a boot in the back, not in the front. This car's not confused. And you can take road trips, put some shit in the back, as my man's is done over here. Okay, so all throughout the car, you've got reminders that you're sitting in an M car. Got the M2 logo on the bucket seats. The bucket seats come in the M tricolors. You've got the M colors on the seat belts. I love the car because you've got carbon fiber, as with the previous gen, carbon fiber all throughout the car. In the center console, you've got carbon fiber. You've got M tricolors on the gearbox and M badge on the gearbox. So what they've done with this car is, you know, the previous generation was very outdated. They made the interior look a lot better. I do like how BMW has done the giant screen. They've done it across the dash, which looks a lot neater. Obviously, they've done the digital dash with the new M2. So on the steering wheel, you've got the stitching all throughout in the M colors. You've got carbon fiber all throughout the steering wheel, and you've also got the carbon fiber paddle shift. So you've got leg room in the back, more than the previous generation. But this car's not for you if you're over 6'5". Sorry. Okay, so now we come to my favorite part. So obviously BMW have stuck to their signature 3-liter inline 6 twin turbo. This one has come with 338 kilowatts. The previous gen came with 303, so they've beefed it up a little bit. They've also beefed up the torque. It's now coming with 550 Newton meters of torque. It's got a S58 engine, as opposed to the previous generation, which was S55. But just like the previous generation, as you know, with the previous generation, the M2 in the F series, F87 and F82, F82 M4, F80 M3, and F87 M2 all had the S55. This has the S58, just like the G87, just like the G82 M4 and G80 M3. So it has got the same engine as those, and BMW claim that it does 0 to 100 in 4.1, but we're gonna test that out ourselves. Let's see. Okay guys, behind me we've got the M240i. I'm gonna show you around the car, take you on a tour. We'll start in front of the car. So in front of us, we've obviously got the new M240i. We've got a whole lot of airspace and venting, you know, to let the car breathe better because like, hey, this thing is fast, you know. Got it's real air intake, it's not like fake vents. A very cool feature about this particular car that the M2 does not have is the active grille. As you saw with the new M2, it's got the kidney grille. This grille over here is an active grille, so now when this machine is like in action, this grille actually opens up more space. So with this particular model, we've got the whole gloss theme as opposed to the carbon fiber theme that the M2 had. You've got the gloss on the rear view mirrors, you've got gloss side skirting to give the car a bit of a sportier look. The wheels are 19-inch front and back. It hasn't got 4 pipes like the M2 does, but it does have these like geometric, massive 2 exhausts. Kind of like what Audi does with the RS models. You know how with the RS models it's got the massive exhausts, but the S models have 4 pipes. So Audi and BMW actually have an inverse. What you've got over here is the M240 badges. I like what they've done with the tail lights. It's got the whole smoked out look, just like the M2 does, but the previous generation did not have that. Right guys, so if you are not a bachelor, but you like having sports cars, don't buy a Porsche. Buy a M car or a M Light car. Both of them come with 390 liters of boot space. As you can see, ready for travel, ready to take off. I could fit another 2 or 3 bags here, so it's not just for me alone, maybe for the missus and the kids. Okay, this one is for all you B58 fanboys because I know you love to terrorize the M boys. Okay, so right here we're sitting inside the M240i, the new one. Similar to the M2, you've got on the door panels the M tricolors. It looks really sick, it looks very digitized, you know. I like what they've done there. But they've decided to spoil the interior of this one a little bit more because on the dash you've also got the M tricolors over there. You don't have carbon fiber all around here, but you've got the glossy look just as you do with the design on the outside. You've got gloss all throughout the console. They've given it that same computer look with the digital dash. Like I said, I do like the way that BMW has done their screens. With the seats, you've got sports seats. Not M tricolors, but you know, they come in blue. I think it looks a little bit sexy still. You don't have M240 badging like you've got with the M2, but you do have the M badge, so you know, you're still able to snap your neck and get the snap. They have spoiled it with the M stitching on the seat belts because it's still an M car, M lights. This steering wheel is not as decorated and given as many bells and whistles as the M2. You do have either the leather or the Alcantara on the steering wheel. You don't have gloss. You've got alloy all across. With the M2, as we saw, it's got carbon fiber. Even the paddle shifts were carbon fiber. You do have the shifts here, but alloy, not gloss. Like with the M2, you know how it is. It was carbon fiber as well there. So if you look at this gearbox on this M240i, with the M2 we saw that it had the a shift gearbox, traditional style, with the stitching, the tricolor stitching and the M badge on top. Here they've gone more modern, you know. This is the gearbox. I think it looks very futuristic-y and nice. I do like it, but I think I'm a bit of a purist and a traditionalist, so the M2 wins with that one. Right, so come through. So over here we've got, you know, M240i, B58s, as all the B58 fanboys love to let be known. This is sitting at 275 kilowatts, 500 Newton meters of torque. BMW claim that it does 0 to 100 in 4.3 seconds, but the BMW fanboys will tell you otherwise. What else have we got over here? You know, 3 liter signature to BMW, 3 liter straight 6 as opposed to the 3 liter inline 6 that the M2 has. Right, so I'm gonna give you guys some trade secrets. We're gonna compare the two, M2, M240. Tell me what you prefer. Right, let's go. We'll start with the M2, obviously. As you can see, with the M2 comp, they've decided to go with the carbon fiber all throughout the car. The 240 has the glossy theme and effect. As you can see with the 240 over there, the side skirting, the front lip, it's the gloss theme. With the M2 comp, it's the carbon fiber all throughout, come through to the back. Carbon fiber on the M2 comp, gloss on the M240, yes sir. Come stock with both cars is a little bit of a boot spoiler. He's kept the stock over here. Our man's over here has decided to go aftermarket with the carbon fiber spoiler, make it a bit more mean. You've got the black M2 badges on the M2. On the 240, you've got the 240 Baby M badges. They've both got a rear diffuser, but this one is the stock one, aftermarket for the more aggressive look. As I mentioned before, the wider arches on the M2 to give for the more sportier look, and also for the wheel arches. This one is 5 centimeters wider than that one. M2, M240. Right, just some random fun comparisons between the two. So this M240 came in a 8-speed automatic gearbox. It's an X-drive car. The M2 comes in a 8-speed automatic gearbox as well, or a 6-speed manual gearbox. The M2 is a rear-wheel drive car. So yeah, between comparing the two as a daily, one is rear-wheel drive, one is X-drive. As we said, BMW claimed that this does 0 to 100 in 4.3 seconds. The BMW B58 fanboys will tell you something else. The M2 does 0 to 100 in 4.1 as per BMW, and that is with how many kilowatts? 338 kilowatts, 550 Newton meters of torque. This is 275 kilowatts with 500 Newton meters of torque. So you tell me, what's the better daily? Over here we've got the Baby M lights, 240i. Listen to how beautiful she sounds though. 3-liter straight 6. 3-liter straight 6 Baby M lights, but she ain't light though. Yes sir. We got the M2. Listen to how she sounds. 3-liter inline 6, like her cousin over there. So unfortunately, in the name of being responsible, we were unable to take the cars on the road today. We were unable to take them on the track. We had planned on matching up the M2 against the M240i for you guys, but it was raining. God's will against us. We will give you that episode though. This is just us letting you know that we are in the game. We'll also introduce you to the Audi RS3 versus the M2 when it's not raining though. But thanks for tuning in, guys.